the first fighter out of the Team Rock Harrisburg with a 1-0 record. Please welcome Jesse Ledbetter.
Help me out here. Ledbetter's taking on Henry Boyd from Total Combat.
Out of
Leadership.
Team Rock Harrisburg.
What do you know about Total Combat?
Nothing yet. This is their Fight For It debut. But you know, I've heard a lot of people. I've heard whispers of this Boyd Wonder, and they say he's a real athlete.
Okay.
So you know, when you have a guy like that who's just supernaturally athletic, it's just a matter of, you know, can he take a punch and can he send a punch?
Wait a minute. Is this Jesse Ledbetter or
Yeah, this is Ledbetter here with the
Michael
with the mullet.
Chiesa.
Yeah, with the Michael Chiesa look. Definitely looking like the local Michael Chiesa.
And his opponent looking to get his first win in the cage tonight, fighting out of Total Combat Arts, Leadership Martial Arts. Please welcome Henry Boyd Wonder Boyd.
I think one of the amazing changes you've seen with a lot of teams because of Fight For It and Atlantic MMA putting on these shows, you see a lot more teams that were classically MMA gyms actually doing the kickboxing now, which they may have been training it in the gym, but you didn't see them competing that much.
Yeah.
And your gym, Team Elevate, you know, they've really impressed me because you can find them in jiu-jitsu,
Right.
no-gi, now boxing, as well as kickboxing. They're all over the place.
They're a true MMA gym.
Yeah. They're all over the place.
And, you know, kind of my point of what I was saying earlier, take a look at the body on Boyd. I mean, he looks like a walking supplements commercial. And once again, we've got one of these battles of a long guy taking on a shorter, stockier guy. I'm very interested to see what happens.
And they've opted to go without the shin guards.
Yeah. I mean, I can't imagine this late in the card. I think a lot of the fights this late in the card are going to be shin guardless. Ledbetter, the more experienced fighter. Switching stances, too. That's a good sign of comfortability when you can switch stances and fight from both sides this early in your career comfortably.
Boyd's got a sidestep. He can't be the shorter fighter backing up.
And he's got some power, too. You know, those
go.
muscles ain't for looks.
Power means nothing if you don't use it.
That's right.
You don't land it.
That's right.
But he does look powerful.
Just raise your hands if you need the silent grind girls to come see you.
Front kick there from
They'll
Jesse
be serving
Ledbetter.
beer and food the rest of the night on in.
Ledbetter's got to watch himself because he's starting to get off a lot, and he may tire himself out. Talking every time you do that. You're doing that. We bleed over. Yeah.
Boyd blasting. And honestly, Ledbetter's done a lot better of a job keeping him out than a lot of our previous fighters that have had the range advantage. The jab, pain
Good
dividends,
body shot
nice
from
body shot.
Ledbetter.
I like the follow up, and you know, everybody knows if you smile, it didn't hurt you.
Yeah.
That's good coaching right there.
Hurts when it smiles, so he's getting in his head playing
All
the
MMA
psychology.
fighters to the dressing room at this time. All MMA fighters who have not been to the dressing room, please report at this time.
I'm not sure that Boyd has the power that somebody may have been giving him. He's throwing short, and he's fighting in the wrong range.
Yeah, it does seem like he's a little too comfortable outside of his own punching range,
Right.
and he isn't really doing a lot to commit to closing the distance. We're still early in this fight, though, and
That
he's
was
not.
a good round kick,
Yeah,
though.
definitely a good
Yeah,
round
it
kick.
looked like it hurt Ledbetter a little bit.
I mean, how could you not have powerful kicks when you got legs like that, you know? Great round for Jesse Ledbetter there.
Ledbetter's limping a little bit. That last kick, very powerful kick.
Limping and breathing hard. I mean, you know, that was definitely not an easy round for him, but he did look good in that round. You know, I'm interested to see where Boyd's head is at, and more importantly, where his gas tank is at after that one.
Yeah, I'm willing to give him the round for Ledbetter.
karaoke it up.
Snake in the corner, dropping instructions for Team Rock Harrisburg. And Ledbetter still limping just slightly on that leg.
Yeah, that lead leg took that blasting round kick that we saw. Boyd, pretty much his most significant strike of that opening round.
And Boyd is eyeing that leg. He's going to come out gunning for it.
Yeah, he is. I mean, it's hard to hide it. You know,
Yeah.
you can't just game face a leg kicks. You know, when a guy is hitting you over and over again in the head, you can kind of tough guy it. But when you take a really strong leg kick like that, even the toughest guys can't really poker face through it. And that stability's just not there on the leg. Yep, that's good advice. Snake saying you can't match strength with him.
And that's exactly what Boyd's going to do. He's going to stand in the gap to get him to firefight with him.
He's got to introduce his strength somehow. He's had really a hard time getting within a solid punching range to unload on that power. And Ledbetter slowing down enough to allow him. And his hands are pretty low. But Boyd's more committed to the kicks, really. Oh, snap. He just got it folded with that cross.
Ledbetter starting to break a little bit. Starting to look away, turn his head away. He's got to stay in the game. Keep his composure.
Yeah, he's
Let
got
this
to
guy
keep
know.
probing.
There we go. He's fighting back.
Yeah.
Oh, that shin kick. Shin to
That-
shin hurt him.
Yeah, that
yeah,
hurts.
he didn't like that.
Nobody likes that. It's not good. Oh, big strike from Jesse Ledbetter. Probably his biggest strike of the evening so far, especially coming from the hands. Switching stances again here.
Great punches.
Showing
Snake
great
calling for
punches
great
from
punches.
both sides.
And they are working. Another rear cross from Ledbetter.
Yeah, that cross is a strong punch when you're in your switch
Good
stance.
knee from Ledbetter.
Yeah, Ledbetter with the knee right up the middle on Boyd. And, you know, with guys like Boyd that are built like him, tiring him out is the go-to strategy.
Yes. And guess what's not happening now? You don't hear Ledbetter smiling and laughing.
Boyd.
Excuse me, you're right,
Yeah,
Boyd.
yeah. Yeah, there's no smiles and laughing when you're being
And
eaten
he's
in the
starting to
ribs.
hesitate. Boyd is starting to hesitate now, not letting his hands go.
Yeah, Ledbetter has done a lot of investing, and it is starting to pay off as far as keeping Boyd at bay goes.
And he's limping a little less because he didn't get kicked this much. And for the first
Things
time,
just getting
Boyd is over
heated
there
up in
leaning
here
against the
tonight.
cage.
Fight fans, welcome
Taking a
Gaffney,
breath.
South Carolina. Round number 3 coming your way.
I'm kind of impressed with Team Rock so far. They had mixed results the last show. So they made some adjustments today. Yeah, that shin to shin kick.
Yeah, that'll slow down any fight, right? That'll slow down a fight in the UFC. All right, the round has not even started yet, and Boyd's already breathing heavy with the hands down low. Not a good sign going into the third round, but that doesn't stop him from coming on strong. His coaches probably told him he needed this round, and he's fighting like a man who needs more than a round with a dump. You can't do that, but it still looks cool. Nice moral victory anyway.
Yeah, sometimes you got to do what you got to do to get back into the fight.
Yeah, definitely can build your confidence.
He didn't like that shin to shin
No,
again.
he does not.
And Ledbetter knows it because he's looking down at the legs. He knows it. Just,
I mean, both these guys have fought through some serious damage on their lead legs.
yes.
Boyd with the popping cross up against the fence here. Ledbetter trying to clinch, but Boyd shuts it down before the ref can intervene. A minute left, and Boyd's looking pretty tired overall, but looking to regain his composure for another burst.
Good cross from Ledbetter. Just let your hands go, son. Let your hands go.
Huge knee to the body. That will shut him down again and again and again. You can't really take too many of those.
Boyd's got nothing left.
Yeah, certainly not. He's doing a good job of poker facing it, though. He's making it look like he has more.
Exactly.
But especially when it comes to that body, he
And a
keeps
body
tagging him. Another.
And Boyd's in there talking to him saying, hey, that's nothing. But with a little bit more explicit language.
Ledbetter has been the better fighter throughout 3 rounds. As long as he can maintain for the last 10 seconds here, I don't think he's going to have a problem walking away with the UD here. Boyd finishes strong there, but was just unable to get inside range on the longer fighter in Ledbetter.
You know, as much as I'm talking about these guys coming from experienced gyms and all that, the one thing that can't
Don't
be
forget
replicated
some of your sponsors here tonight.
is the nerves. Those debuting nerves. You can
Yeah.
train with the best fighter in the world and still have those nerves, and they manifest themselves over the course of the fight, and you don't know how to respond to it.
Right. Well, you also saw, you know, how can it affect the kids even? You know, the kids come out of the gate firing, and nobody, you know, deals with nerves.
Your coach is the ultimate fighter winner. There's a lot of pressure there to impress him.
Either way, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Either way. But yeah, I think Boyd, you know, that's a young man with a lot of
Judge's
potential.
decision is in. Fighters to the center of the ring.
Certainly checks all the right boxes in the physical sense. And put on a great first fight against a more experienced and longer guy.
Your winner out of Team Rock, Harrisburg, Jesse Ledbetter.
Jesse Ledbetter picking up the unanimous decision for Team
Big time
Rock
fight.
Harrisburg.
2 great fighters right there. Jesse goes to 2-0.
No doubt that we will see both these men again on future Fight For It shows. Jesse Ledbetter now undefeated on the 2-fight win streak.
I like Boyd's personality.
Yeah.
I'd be willing to come see him again.
Yeah, he brought a lot of personality to the fight, and you know that can get you rebooked even if you come up short. You know.
Emmanuel Augustus, the guy I was talking about to you off screen earlier.
Yes.
That's the boxer that everybody used to love to see because he was very entertaining. Wasn't world champion caliber, but if you knew Emmanuel Augustus was on the card, you knew it was going to be fun.
It's going to be a banger.
Exactly.